What's going on, guys? Hey, is this a niche fragrance house? Someone let me know, but let me grab this drink here. Y'all grab your favorite bev. We're going on that ride. Welcome to the Scent Bubble. I am your host for the afternoon. Y'all were probably like, yo, Scent Bubble, what was the house? How are we supposed to know? The house here is Kerosene, okay? And the fragrance we're going to be talking about today, which I have no test strips. Guys, you gotta be patient with me. I just got over being sick. Normally I'm sitting here with a stack of these because y'all know I record these episodes back to back to back to back. No Drake song. And I just ran out of them because I did too many reviews tonight. So again, the house is Kerosene. This is Unknown Pleasures. What can I say about this fragrance? Again, you guys know I'm in my niche bag this month. I'm just shopping all niche. And so I'm trying a ton of niche fragrances. And I'm trying to step out of Neiman's, out of Saks, Bloomingdale's. Trying to look for fragrances that you have to find online, see what other people are talking about out there. Because I've been to Neiman's more times than I can count. I've smelled all the Tom Ford, all the Chanel, all the Creed, all the Amouage, all the Xerjoff, all the Bond Number 9, Roja, Frederick Mall, Initio. I've smelled like just everything under the sun in that store, and I know what they carry. And I'm trying to just go outside the box for a while, give my nose a break from Neiman's. Even though you've smelled it one time, doesn't mean you've smelled it all or that you recollect it all. But again, I've just had a run recently where I've been in there so often and I've put my nose to so many fragrances and I know people that work there. It's just, I want to go somewhere else. I want to try other things. And so that's where I'm at in my journey now, where it's like, I've written down all the fragrances that I'm going to bottle purchase. And, I'm just picking them off like a sniper. And in the meantime, I want to go hunt down some other stuff. So we'll spin the block on Neiman's. You never graduate Neiman's, I feel. But for me right now, I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? Unknown Pleasures from Kerosene. It's supposed to be a fragrance for men and women. Let's get an initial thoughts. This is supposed to be, if I can even get this thing to spray. There we go. This is supposed to be an oriental vanilla fragrance for men and women. And oh my gosh. Oh, yo. All up in the air. Good grief. Oriental vanilla fragrance for men and women. Unknown Pleasures was launched as a house in 2013. Nose behind this fragrance is Jean Peg. Interesting. Okay. Yo. When I sprayed this in the air, this was like lemon meringue, like a lemon cake. And it's so funny because I don't know if y'all have this restaurant where y'all live. It's called Flower Child. It's like a real hippie type joint. It's supposed to be like modern hippie, where it's like everybody who wants to eat clean but still have all these unique, I don't want to say farm to table, but they just take the ingredients and make all these different, man, my nose is itchy from that opening. They just take all these different things. Like today I had a yakisoba noodle bowl, and that thing was hitting. And it's not like your normal noodle dish. It had obviously it had the chicken and the noodles and the brown sauce and all that stuff. Then it had the sesame seed, the mushroom, the broccoli, the peppers. Like they just loaded veggies in that thing, and that thing slapped. But I was in there today. And normally I eat pretty healthy, but I grabbed a lemon cake in there because I always see it on the menu. And I was like, let me try that lemon cake. And this literally took me right back to me with my fat face just knee deep in some lemon cake. That's what I got in the opening. As a vanilla fragrance, I think there's got to be citrus in this, like point blank period. I smell vanilla, I smell citrus, and it was like, boom, 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 boom. Like it was just shooting. When you see the t-shirts being shot off in the NBA arena, like they were just shooting like fragrance scent bubbles all over this room. That was crazy. Just a straight lemon cake. Ah, this is cool. This is really cool. You know, I don't know if I like it yet, but I'm very intrigued just off the opening because it's not often you get a fragrance that smells like this. At least in my fragrance journey, I have a lot of lemon, a lot of bergamot type fragrances, but they're normally dressed up very serious, very classy, or like summertime vibes, but not necessarily as tropical or as sugary. I've yet to get a lemon vanilla type of fragrance, so this is cool. It smells photoreal vanilla. I wouldn't call it like a MFK Grand Soir vanilla, um, which is like very rich and creamy. This is rich, but there's like an airy cakiness to it due to the citrus, and the vanilla is super pungent, but the citrus is like really, this is one of the coolest. It's got to be lemon. Like I'd love it if I saw like yuzu lemon or something. I'd be floored if it was something else. But even the lemon note is like super pungent yet super bright and crisp. This is really cool. It's sweet, it's citric, and it works. It has like a entry level fougere-ness to it. I don't define fougere the same way as other people. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking baked goods. This doesn't smell like a cupcake, but it's tasty smelling. Citrus and vanilla, sweet. Let's just go ahead and switch windows here. Look at this bottle, guys. Cool bottle. I'm going to pull up the price point for later. This is neat. Okay, lemon is in it. Thank God. Lemon, caramel, vanilla, Earl Grey tea. Wow. Bergamot, honey, and tonka bean. Okay. Guys, this is like a light, airy vanilla cup. A light, airy, like vanilla cake with like lemon buttercream frosting in the freshest way possible. Looking at this note breakdown, you would think it smells like real heavy, dense baked goods. No, this is like, and again, it's hard to say because the performance is going to be awesome on this. I can just tell the projection and performance has got to be 8 hours at least on a fragrance like this, but there's an airy freshness to it where you still get the tasty sense from it. Like it has enough weight to feel like a light, airy cupcake, but it doesn't have that like baked good. Like when you smell angel share, like there's a density to the layering of that fragrance where there's actual weight. This feels light while still being heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like some Zion Williamson or something like that, where it's like the dude's a giant, but he's light on his feet. He's got speed. But man, normally I wouldn't be a fan of vanilla or caramel or lemon at this point in my fragrance journey because a lot of the vanillas I smell are just trash. MFK Grand Soir is one of my favorite vanillas. And it's really an exception to the rule for me because when we start going into Jean-Paul Gaultier, when we start going into a lot of gourmands and stuff, I really dislike vanilla. In fact, I oftentimes like fragrances that sweet to be subdued and in the background because they're clawing or just less interesting than other elements that they normally dress vanilla up with. Whereas in this case, I really do like the forwardness of the lemon vanilla. Again, think of a vanilla, airy, lush cupcake with a buttercream lemon frosting on top with the lightest way possible. I don't get much caramel. However, like I don't not get caramel, if that makes sense, where it's like, if I put my nose close to it, I could say, okay, splash of caramel or whatever, but this is mostly about lemon and vanilla. I think the reason why this feels so good is there has to be, even though I'm not getting it, like a heavy tea note in this. Like, because it's so rich, but it's so soft. Like I'm trying to communicate in real time here, guys, how easy on the nose this is for a fragrance that claims to have honey, tonka bean, vanilla, caramel in it. Like it is so easy on the nose, even though it's dense. Like it's an easy smell and it doesn't smell cheap, doesn't smell synthetic at all. How much does this fragrance go for? 100 ml is 152. Yo, this is worth its weight, man. Like, if you're into this, again, if you're into this, I get like this honeycombness that they're talking about right here, those waffle coneness. I do get that, to be straight up and down with you. Like this is perfectly unisex. This normally is not in my wheelhouse at all. But like, guys, if you want a fun fragrance, I'm just leaving the notes up because they're interesting to look at. And man, like, this is a real treat to have smelled this, because on paper, I would hate a fragrance like this. But it just smells so natural and so good. Like when you walk into an ice cream parlor that has amazing homemade ice cream and you're just like, yes, I will never not enjoy walking into an ice cream parlor. I will never not enjoy smelling waffle cones that just came out fresh, right? In the same way, like the way this vanilla is treated, the honey, the citrus, like it's like walking into an ice cream parlor and just smelling like cupcakes that just came out of the oven, fresh, maybe lemon meringue ice cream or something like that. And maybe you put both of them together into a milkshake or something. And again, it doesn't feel so feminine though, guys. You know, this is perfectly unisex. I think for guys, it becomes a matter of like, where would you wear this, right? Like, if you're going out, if you're taking your girl out for dessert, ageless fragrance, I think it has a youthfulness to it. Feels young, feels hip, but ageless to me. And that's a very big statement coming from a guy like me, because normally you would call this fragrance like 25 and down. But I just think the formulation is so unique and so well done that it's ageless, you know? Any season, any reason. I want to put this on skin. I will be putting this on skin to see how it goes in hot and cold weather. But man, indoors, this would just be crazy. But even again, like on a beach, island vibes, hotel vibes, like super playful, but super interesting. You would think, looking at this note profile, that it would feel like a Bath and Body Works type of fragrance. It does not. This is like a guy who's a perfumer who had nostalgia of working in an ice cream parlor, and he just wanted to make this incredible creation that literally puts you in that place. And he flawlessly did it, to the point where with these notes, normally I would immediately write it off for smelling cheap or smelling too youthful or just smelling girly. This is just a cool fragrance to have. If you have this, no one's going to smell like you. If you're closed-minded as a male, you might smell this and say, it smells like a lemon cupcake, I don't like it. And that would be fair. But if you even kind of are thoughtful about maybe liking the smell of a cupcake, or a different take on vanilla than your usuals, you know, from Jean Paul Gaultier or tropicals and stuff like that. And again, because there is a fair amount of citrus, like the lemon is one of the nicest lemons I've smelled. A lot of times lemon can smell synthetic or basic. The citrus is really cutting into the vanilla quite well. It does have a kind of waffle cone vibe to it in the background. It does kind of have like a freshness and a vibrancy to it. It doesn't just feel like a vanilla fragrance. It doesn't just feel like a lemon fragrance, even though that's most of the fragrance. There's interesting things going on. The scent trail and sillage has got to be spectacular on this fragrance. Let me just double check the projection and performance, because it feels like it could be an 8 to 10 hour banger. Long lasting, 367 votes for long lasting on the longevity scale. So yeah, this is going to be a great performer. You could probably put 4 to 6 sprays on of this and just call it a night. Women, casual, upscale, still smelling expensive. Any of the girls in Bed Bath & Beyond or Bath & Body Works ain't touching you. You will smell more luxurious than anything that they are wearing from this. So that's on that side. I can't speak too much to the women's perspective. I've been married for 15 years. You know what I mean? I've talked to a lot of women, you know, there's that, but I'm not a woman, point blank period. So, but I do imagine if you put this on, you would smell much more luxurious and appetizing than anyone rocking Bath and Body Works type of lotions and sprays, and even girly body mists and stuff like that. This smells upper tier of that. Men, if you're going to take your girl out on a date night or a movie, if you're out on the beach, if you're having drinks outdoors, this is just fun. It's interesting. It's fun. And for the vanillic lemon category, it is just awesome. Like it would be such a conversation starter. I would love to have like a 30 ml of this just to say I do. You know what I mean? Like as a conversation piece, I would pull it out like a very, very rarely. But like if I was going out to Cali, you know, I was on the beach or I was having drinks or I want to take my wife out for donuts or ice creams and all that. Just so y'all know, food keeps marriages together. We're just going to throw that out there. So y'all better figure out where all the best places to eat is, the dessert spots, you know what I'm saying? I'm just playing, guys. But no, for real, man, food is a big part of relationships. So this would have a place in that space for you if you were married or had a girl. Anytime y'all went out for desserts and stuff, this might be a cool bag to go into. Or again, pool party, beach, hotel vibes. It's just fun, innovative to me, at least in my fragrance journey so far. And we're already approaching 20 minutes. I love when I smell a fragrance. I love when I smell a fragrance that just overwhelms me with stuff to say about it. And again, just to summarize, I know I've said this a million times, but quite frankly, I don't care. I'm amazed that I like this fragrance. That's why I think it's very well done. I normally would not like something like this. I'm not a gourmand guy. I don't think this is a gourmand fragrance, but I normally don't like to smell tasty. You know what I'm saying? But this is intriguing. Like I'm going to give this a wear and find the right circumstance, because if I can pull it off, this is an awesome conversation piece. And it's just such photorealism when it comes to like a beautiful lemon vanilla hybrid blend, a beautiful waffle cone honey-esque type of feel. It immediately makes me think of an ice cream shop or like a really nice, not baked goods parlor or something like that, but just like the freshest, fluffiest cupcakes you can make with the best buttercream lemon frosting with some subtle nuances in it, you know. Very cool fragrance, guys. I don't know of the usual suspects again for age and all that stuff. Hopefully I covered them earlier in the video. Guys, get your nose on this fragrance, because if you like this, you will have a signature in that shelf that not a lot of people will carry. For the lemon category, for the vanilla category, they did something different. This is the first time I've smelled something like this in this category for me in my fragrance journey. And I put my nose to a lot of stuff, guys, thousands of fragrances. Very well done. I want a 30 ml. I don't know if for a guy like me, I would pull the trigger, even though it's very fair priced, you know, $152 for this fragrance for 100 ml. That's a great price. That's a great price. This would have some utility. But I just know I wouldn't wear something like this a lot. It would just be an amazing thing to bust out on people, to show some range and versatility. And because this would probably be one of a very few amounts of vanilla lemon fragrances I would have in my collection, I would want to have it. It's a great piece. And I got to give respect where it's due. Again, this is from this is from the house of Kerosene, and this is Unknown Pleasures. And guys, for me, perfect. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, and that's a lot out of me because I would never normally recommend something like this. This has straight up blown my mind. Don DeMarco. Okay. Guys, get your nose on this fragrance, point blank, period. Is it blind buy worthy? No, because even if you hear me saying it and you like vanilla and you like lemon, $152, guys, I don't care if you're rich. I don't care if you're poor. Try the fragrance. And even if you like it in the air, give it that extra push and put it on skin and find your use case for it. Okay? If they sell it in a 30 or 50, I think it's just easy blind buy. But I'm only seeing 100 ml. Sound off in the comments if you guys have tried this fragrance. This was a real treat. This actually just like, these are the reasons why you're in FragCom, right? To come across these new discoveries that challenge your thinking and just put you in a new place, give you a new respect for a lane that you wouldn't normally drive in. So anyways, love this fragrance. Try it out. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you've already put your nose to it. If you know anything else about Unknown Pleasures. I would love a discovery set. I really would. I really would. Hope you guys have a blessed week. Like, comment, and subscribe. More importantly, turn on that notification bell because we are going and we ain't stopping anytime soon. Be blessed. Peace.